everyone, and welcome to the January video blog post of the author's pen. My name is Cesar Rondina, and it's a pleasure to be with you all tonight. Well, it's the beginning of a new year. I know I just had a couple of weeks off, and I needed a break, and I'm sure a lot of you guys had the holiday seasons off, and I really hope everyone had an enjoyable Christmas and a happy New Year. I know I did. It was great to spend time with my family and my friends. And, no matter what you do for a living, you got to walk away and take a break for a change. But it's 2023 now, and it's a new year. So what are we going to do with it? Well, everybody makes resolutions or New Year's resolutions, and very few actually keep them. I make them. I keep very few of them. I kind of look at a new year as a new beginning. Every single day you wake up is a new beginning, and I wrote about this in a blog post 3 weeks or so ago. So how do we approach 2023? So that's what I want to talk to you tonight about, and kind of give you some tips and hints and suggestions, things that kind of work for me. Well, first of all, don't relive 2022. You can't relive the past. You can't change the past. Come on, we're all human. Let's not kid ourselves. Every single one of us makes mistakes. Some more than others, some less than others. But we're all going to make mistakes. We can't change them, but what we can do is we can learn from them. And when we learn from them, we can move forward and try not to make the same mistakes again. So to relive 2022 at this point makes no sense, because it's going to put you in a very bad frame of mind going into a new year, which should be a new beginning with new hopes, new expectations. And we all have expectations of what 2023 should be, or what we would like it to be for us personally, globally. And God knows there's more than enough going on in the world to keep you busy with current events, that's for sure. So my first tip and suggestion is get over 2022. Don't relive it. You can't take it back. You can't change it. Forget about it and move on. The other thing to look at when it comes to 2023 is intentions. Always proceed forward with the best intentions. Always try to help other people. It's very easy to sit back and knock what other people do or complain about what other people do. But behind what you see on the surface is underlying causes. Things that make people do what they do or why they do what they do. And you might not be privy to that information. So don't be so quick to judge people in 2023. You're not walking in their shoes. You're not living their life. You're not dealing with their bills, their problems, whatever those problems may be. And you know what? The bottom line is you got enough to deal with your own. So don't try and take on other people's. But always proceed with the best intentions in 2023. Give that other person the benefit of the doubt before you just come up with a conclusion. And, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, if you have a question of a family member, if there's something you're curious about, whether it's a friend, a significant other, your partner in life, whatever, you know what? Don't let it sit and mill, or mull inside you, I should say. You know what? Grow a set and just talk to that person. Put it right out there and get the answer. Find out what's going on. But be open-minded to think about it. Be open-minded to listen. Okay? Everybody's so quick to speak, but very few people are quick to listen. And part of the listening process is understanding. So you have to understand what you're listening to, or at least have an open mind to try and understand it, to look at the other person's viewpoint. Something that's lacking tremendously in this world today. not only on personal levels between individuals, but on a global level between countries, politicians, and the list goes on and on. So the thing is, what are your concerns for 2023? All right, well, you know what? We all have a lot of the same concerns. My concerns are inflation, economy. They all affect us. No matter what we do for a living, no matter what your income is, all of these things affect each and every one of us. I think we could all agree the news media is in a shambles. You don't know who to believe. You don't know what to believe. Politics, forget about it. You could hear 15 different stories. But you know what? Most people just aren't happy with the course that the United States of America is taking. And unfortunately, politicians, as a rule, point the finger and blame. They don't take responsibility. They don't take ownership for what they do and the decisions that they make. It's so much easier to blame somebody else than it is to stand up and say, hey, I screwed up. Okay, so you know what? Let's fix it. All right? Like that TV series that was on the newsroom, and I always make this quote because I think it's the best quote in the world, and that is, in order to be able to solve a problem, you first have to realize that there is one. And we have problems. Our border is a shambles. Our major politicians have not even visited the border. And that's not getting any better. It's getting worse. And the worst part about it, it's getting worse at my expense. It's getting worse at your expense. It's getting worse at the taxpayer's expense. Because we're footing the bill. Okay? You and I, every day you pay your taxes, you're footing the bill for this. Now, are we not making enough noise as citizens of this great nation? I don't have the answers to that. I wish I did. I have a tendency to believe that people state their opinions, but we don't really do anything about it. We don't reach out to our representatives. We don't make enough noise because you know what? Our lives are busy. We don't have time. You didn't have time in 2022. So what the heck makes you think you're going to have time in 2023? You're not unless you make the time. All right? Your whole life, ladies and gentlemen, is about time management. And don't let anybody tell you different. You would be surprised the things you could accomplish if you organize yourself and you utilize your time management properly. Okay? The point of getting a million things done in one day so you're so exhausted the next day that you can't enjoy that next day when it gets here is absurd. All right? Stretch it out. Try and take some enjoyment for yourself each and every day. So you'll do a little bit every day, but every day you'll have time for some enjoyment for your significant other, your partner in life, your children. To take notice of what's going on with your children. We get so hung up and worry about making ends meet and paying the bills, we don't pay attention to what's going on with our kids. We just assume everything's okay. All right, so when we look at 2023, and I'll repeat it again, what are your expectations for 2023? What did you do wrong in 2022 that you need to do right in 2023? Once you identify those things, that's how you could make 2023 a better year for you. And that's really what it boils down to, making 2023 a better year for you. It puts you in a better frame of mind. It puts you in a positive frame of mind. It puts you in a frame of mind to be productive rather than anti-productive. You'll be happier at home. You'll be happier at work. You'll be happier with your life. And you'll feel more fulfilled. You won't mind putting those feet on the floor in the morning when you get out of bed and starting your day rather than saying, oh my God, I got to do this crap again. Okay? So when we talk about expectations for 2023, don't raise the bar so high that you can't reach it. You know, we should always raise the bar a little higher than what we could reach if we stand on our tippy toes until we learn to stretch enough and modify enough to reach it. And then we can raise it a little bit more. But when you raise the bar so high that it's impossible for you to reach, now your thoughts become negative. You become depressed. You're not happy with your life. Anti-productive, negative thinking simply doesn't work. And you're going to wind up with a 2023 that you had in 2022 and maybe even worse. So make those changes. This is a new beginning, people. This is a new year. It's a new opportunity for you to forge forward in your life and make a happier life for yourself. So with that, again, last week, Elena Stewart did an excellent guest blog post. I'd like to welcome her to our family of guest blog post writers. And my email's on the bottom. Please feel free to email me direct if there's a topic you would like to write about and have me post it as a guest blog. I would love to review it and get you started on that process. It's a lot of fun. All right. Again, if you enjoy my blog, please subscribe to it. I try to keep advertising on my blogs down to a very, very minimum. And I just don't want to throw a lot of ads in the middle. I hate watching a blog and right in the middle of a blog or right in the middle of the person talking, a big ad shows up. It kind of breaks your concentration. So I try and stay away from all of that. And again, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm kind of all over the place. 2023 is going to be hopefully a good and a big year for me. Going to have at least one, possibly two books coming out this year, depending on how the year goes. And we're going to take it from there. So with that, I wish you all a blessed 2023, and may all your dreams and your wishes come true. Thank you so much. Have a good night.